EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we're getting set for kickoff, and here, partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
Red 38. Ready.
From up and down,
What the
just
fuck?
shy of the
Okay.
40. That run good for 8 does it. And a very quick first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Come on, Jesse.
Incredible. 14 yards.
Some shit going his own.
Play there. First down, Buffalo.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Love to throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Ready.
Now a give on the ground. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. That's Carlton Davis bringing an end to that one. Putting the tight end in motion. Third down. We'll try to get it on the ground. Oh! And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Set to go now on first and 10.
10 black.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. Throwing on second down, Love. Got his man at the 6. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
He got lucky because they flipped the play, but okay.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Nick's neck on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Emeka Ibuka. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
For Las Vegas, first down.
Nick's out of throwing here on 1st down. Forced out wide.
Come on.
Right side.
Come on, Bo. We can't afford to do that right now.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
A big-time play for Vegas. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A first down throw for Knicks. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Vegas.
First down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. The RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown, Vegas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready, ready. Black, 95.
They'll send their tight end left.
Ready?
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Down.
Moss in motion.
Yellow. Cut.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Buffalo.
52 Blaster.
They're going to put a man in motion to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Red, cycle. Set, ready.
Motion man is the tight end going right.
Cut, cut.
On second down, Love. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Let's go. Yellow. Zoom. 33. Yellow. Zoom. Black. Go pink.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down.
Ready. Hey, 50. Green. Steel. Black. Blue striker. White. White. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. On first down, here's Nix to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll find Pinky out of the backfield. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Working out of the gun. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Nix gonna throw for it. Got a man. It's Ibuka. Complete. And he's gonna have the Raiders first down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Las Vegas.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Randy Moss. Touchdown, Raiders.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback.
I knew they was going to do that. I had a feeling. I felt it in my soul.
Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Trouble. 38. Blue. 30.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
On the ready.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Black. 95. Hey.
They send the tight end in motion.
Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Ball red. Ready. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Ready.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
That's gonna
I thought he did it to him.
They took a shot on the final play.
Can I get the ball?
Not
Yeah.
answered, and that is how this 1st half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Throwing is Nix. He'll get this off to Genti. Finding room at midfield. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That one's good for 29.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick
I said double team.
and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
The fact that he caught that is crazy.
And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
Left side, he's got a good one. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down. Here's Nix to throw.